Hey tribe, it is, I think it's almost 5 in the morning on Monday morning in Thailand. Couldn't sleep, wanted to share something with you guys really fast here. And this has to do with manifesting techniques, really a sleep routine, especially if you're doing the Never Galter technique. And it's not just the Never Galter technique. I mean, Never Galter didn't come up with the sleep routine. That's been around for a long time. I mean, it's really about when we talk about a sleep routine, and this is what we're going to talk about, is what are we doing wrong? And this is going to be a concept. I'm going to try to explain this to you very, very simplified, like what you're doing wrong when you're doing any type of sleep routines, even if it's never Goddard or it's just what you're thinking about 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Bottom line. You have to forgive me. I just pretty much just woke up, was thinking about it, wanted to jump on a video. That's how the Chad works lots of times. Drinking some soda water. I put some of this cherry juice in it. Just crazy thirsty this morning, but it was pretty hot yesterday, pretty hot and humid, so woke up crazy thirsty. So anyway, when we have sleep routines, okay, what's the one thing what's the one thing we're doing wrong, and how to do this the right way? So, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're doing a never Galter technique. When you lay down and you have an imaginary scene. Okay. I mean, I know some people you might follow, they might say, try to go to bed 30 minutes before, try to go to bed 20 minutes before to really give you time to get in that moment, you know what I mean? But in reality, really, okay, you influence the subconscious mind in that moment of the drift. Okay, the drift is you're in between. You're not fully asleep yet, but you're not fully awake. You're in between. That's called the drift. So in between this drift, in between being fully awake and not fully asleep, okay, we know that feeling. Okay, we all do it. Okay, it's what you're thinking about in between in that drift moment. Okay, you might be in that drift moment for 5 minutes. You might be in that drift moment for 3 minutes. Makes sense. You might be in that drift moment for 10 minutes where you're just laying there and you're just crazy comfortable, but you're just not falling asleep yet. So it really depends, but it's really what you're thinking about in that moment of the drift to keep it flipping simple. Okay. So so sorry about that. So again, it doesn't matter. You have an imaginary scene, you want your dream car, dream life, you want to be a millionaire, whatever you're thinking about. But what I want you to do is you have to treat this like a routine. Okay, okay, that's really what I want to say. Is when you have a nightly routine, you want to treat this like a routine. Okay, and I'm going to spin this several different ways. Let's say you have a morning routine, and let's set aside the whole manifesting your dream life for a second here. Set aside living life in your terms for a second here. Is Let's say you have a morning routine. Let's say your morning routine is crazy simple. You wake up in the morning, you walk over here, you make your coffee, you sit down, drink your coffee, you get up, take a shower, get ready for work, and go to work. You do that flipping every single morning. Okay. The thing is, what I really want you to get is that when you do your morning routine, when you do something like that, once you do your morning routine, you forget about it the rest of the day. You don't go on with your day and you don't go to work and you're constantly thinking about your morning routine. You don't go to work and you're constantly thinking about, did I make the coffee the right way? Okay, was that coffee good? Oh, that coffee wasn't that hot this morning. I better make it right tomorrow. Why wasn't that coffee hot? Yeah. You, you get what I'm saying? You just do your morning routine and move on from it. Okay. And it doesn't matter what your morning routine is. I mean, you could get up, walk over there, make an espresso, drink your espresso, jump in your gym clothes, go to the gym, have a workout, come home, jump in the shower. After you jump in the shower, you make yourself a smoothie while you take your smoothie to the car, you're driving to work. You could do that every single day. But the point I want you to get is once you do your morning routine, when you go to work, you forget about it. You're not overthinking your morning routine. You're not overthinking like, oh, did I have a great workout today? That gym was packed. Well, when I made my espresso, it was a little off this morning. You're not overthinking that shit. You just move on from the day. And this is the same thing we got to do. We have to apply when we start manifesting. This is the same thing we got to do when we're doing nightly routines, for example, like the Never Gala technique. Or to keep it simple, if I'm just laying down 5 minutes before I go to sleep, I start thinking about something I want to manifest in my life. Or maybe I say like a subliminal statement or an affirmation, something positive right before I go to sleep because I don't want my mind to drift all over the place. Okay. We got to treat it the same way. When you do your nightly routine, n- never got a routine or whatever, when you wake up in the morning, you totally forget about it. You totally move on with the day. You don't come see the problem we're doing is when we wake up in the morning, we're remembering our nightly routine. We're remembering our imaginal scene that we created. We're remembering, oh, I want my dream house. I want my dream car. I want $10,000. I want to be a multimillionaire. We're remembering that. Then when we wake up in the morning, we're carrying that with us. And how we're carrying it with us is we're looking for it. We're like, oh, where is it? When we wake up, we look outside and say, oh, my dream car is not in the garage today. I guess that nightly routine doesn't work. That's it. This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. And that's why, at the same time, that's why it's not working because you're looking for it. Because you have that needy energy because when you're looking for it, you need it. You give off needy energy. Needy energy causes friction and force, so it stays away from you. It stays away from you until you can just completely let it go and completely forget about it. See, that's how we have to train ourselves is because again, that's what we're doing. I kind of want to keep this video kind of short, simple, to the point. Is when I started looking at it in my own life, I just started looking at it just normal routines I have. Okay, and sometimes my morning routines goes up and down. Sometimes I get up, make coffee. I usually always make coffee. Um, get up, make coffee. Sometimes I take a walk. Sometimes I get up, make coffee, and I sit down at a computer and start working right away, just because that's my mood I'm in. Um, I want to change my morning routine since I'm in northern Thailand. It's hot as hell up here. so so it's a little bit cooler in the morning. So I kind of wanted to get up, make coffee, drink coffee, after my coffee, do a little workout routine, then work out. Then go work, uh, just to kind of get that in before it gets too hot. Um, but my point is, when you take a simple routine like that you're not attached to. You're just doing it. When you do in a routine, after it's done, you move on and forget about it, and you just do it the next day. Then after you do it, you move on and forget about it. You're not constantly coming back, remembering it, and reflecting on it, and acting like, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And you know what I mean. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I really want you to get this. I really want you to walk away with this is we have to treat our manifesting routines, our nightly routines, the same exact way. When we wake up in the morning, we have to give no two shits about it. You have to train yourself where you just get up and you just totally forgot about your nightly routine and you just move on with your day. And 100%, guys, 100%. If you can really do this and really just let it go and not dwell on things are not working and not looking for things and constantly remembering it, if you can just train yourself to just treat it like a normal routine, treat it like you're getting up and making your coffee. If you can do that, and you can kind of get to that point, things will start manifesting pretty fast in your life. 100%. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes bigger things have a longer incubation time. We don't know how fast it's going to come in. But 100%, when you just don't dwell on it, you don't look for it. Again, I'm just being, when you start looking for things, you're looking for it. Then you start internally telling yourself, "Oh, it don't work." Then you try to look for another different manifesting technique. Okay, it's not the technique that's not working. It's you that's not working. It's not the technique. Okay, what you have to understand is your subconscious mind has to listen to you. Bottom line, but you have to get out of your own way. You have to let your subconscious mind do the work. You have to let the universe and God do its work. You have to get out of the way. You're the roadblock. You're standing right in front of you're standing and blocking it. It's trying to come to, your subconscious mind is trying to make things happen. The universe is trying to make things happen for you. God is trying to make things happen for you. It's trying to weave it in the perfect way to come into your life. You're like blocking it. But anyway, wanted to share that with you. Didn't want to do a crazy long video, and this video wasn't too scripted. Uh, my videos are not scripted, but usually once I'm fully awake, I kind of think about it, ponder it for a little bit, get it in my head, so that way the talk's a little bit better, a little bit more smooth, rather than just waking up and talking with a sleepy mind. But anyway, tribe, peace out, and I'll see you in the next video.